Hey guys, and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It is a little bit early in the morning here. It is 6:26 and I wanted to do another foundation review for you. I have heard a lot of good things about this foundation. It's drugstore, so it's a really great price, and that is the Loreal Infallible foundation. This is a demi matte finish foundation, and per the packaging, this is promising 24-hour wear with a demi matte finish and an air-light, oil-free consistency. This is the first time I've tried this foundation. I want to do a test of time, so I'll be checking back at the end of my day to show you how this wore. And I have two colors. I have Natural Buff and Shell Beige. I don't know if either of these colors match me. All I've done so far is just wash my face and apply some moisturizer. So I haven't done anything else to my skin this morning. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to mix Natural Buff and Shell Beige, and I can tell just from the tube that Shell Beige is quite a bit cooler toned. You can see right here, this is Natural Buff and this is Shell Beige, and Shell Beige is quite a bit cooler. So I'm just gonna mix those two together with my beauty blender and see what kind of color we come up with. So if this for some reason looks really bad on my skin, please just bear with me and we'll see what happens. So I'm applying this with a damp beauty blender just because I wanna see what kind of coverage that gives, and so far it does give really beautiful coverage and applies very well to the skin. It doesn't feel heavy or sticky. You can see there, nothing here yet, and here is covered, and it is looking pretty good so far. And you can see the difference in finish from just moisturizer to the foundation, that it really is mattifying the skin. So it is covering my freckles very nicely. They are correct when they say on the back that it is a medium coverage. It does give a beautiful coverage, but it isn't 100% full coverage. So I am going to just see, that was my alarm. I am going to just see if I can build it up a little bit in those areas, just to see if it gives fuller coverage there. Okay, so this is the full face now, using just one fairly light coat, of course avoiding just that very under eye area, and for the most part it does look really good. I think it's a little bit too dark for me, so that's okay, it's just a test. But I am going to just apply a little bit more just to those areas where I want a little bit more coverage, just to see what happens throughout the day. I want to see if you can build this up, or if it's not a foundation that you should probably do that with. I am still going to put on concealer though, and it does apply really well to the skin, and I did not use a primer. I wanted to see how this really would hold up, so I didn't prime my skin. I just applied my normal morning moisturizer, which has a sunscreen in it, and washed my face. So nothing, out of the ordinary to try to make this, hold up better. I really want to test it. So this is the face covered. I did extra coverage here and here, which I think is looking really nice, at least in the viewfinder. Hopefully it looks good to you guys. So right now, I am really liking it. The finish feels natural. It feels like skin. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up the face on camera, and I'm going to use the NARS Creamy Concealer because it's my tried and true. I know how it performs, so I can really see how the foundation works in tandem with something that I already know works well. Just for reference on the color of this foundation, I mixed 103 and 102, which is Shell Beige and Natural Buff, and I am an NW20 in MAC, and what I probably should have done, I can tell that this is just a little bit dark. What I probably should have done was mixed 103, the Natural Buff, with, I think it's 101, the ivory color, because that would have worked a little bit better for my skin tone, because it is a warm undertone, and then it would have cut the color a little bit more. So I'm gonna play around with that. So if you are looking to get it, you might have to mix shades. Okay, so now I blended in my concealer and everything is covered, everything is looking beautiful, and I am going to set it with a powder. I know some people don't set these matte finish foundations with a powder because it is matte anyway, but I love the finish that my NARS setting powder gives. And I'm setting my whole face with this. Okay, so now the foundation is done. I am going to apply blush and bronzer to the skin and of course my eye makeup, but for the face, this is done. I'm not gonna do any more powder or anything, and I'm not gonna powder throughout the day or anything like that. So I'm going to finish applying my makeup. I will pop back with you before I head off to work and show you how it's holding up. Okay guys, this is my pre-work check-in. I have all my makeup on and it has been wearing for about an hour. It is 7:19 right now. So it did oxidize a little bit on my skin. I don't know if you can tell that it looks a little bit darker. I tried to blend it a little bit because I know it is too dark. So just bear that in mind if you are gonna try this foundation. You might have to test around with the colors a little bit because on me, at least, it did oxidize. So as for the finish, it is still wearing beautifully. It is still matte, obviously, as you can tell. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit to show you the finish up close. So this is what it looks like up close. You can see that it's not 100% full coverage, but it is giving a good finish. And so far it is wearing really well. We will see how it holds up. I am prone to get oily throughout the day, so we will see if this breaks down, see if it holds up, and I will check back in with you guys after work today. Bye. Hey guys, so this is the last installment of my L'Oreal Infallible foundation review, and I wanted to give you guys an update. It is 5:20 right now, and this is going to be my last installment for this review. My boyfriend and I have a date tonight, so I got to wrap it up so that I can get to dinner. So this foundation has been wearing for 11 hours, and you can see that I am just a bit shiny in my nose and along the very edges of my cheeks near my nose. So I get shiny there anyway throughout the day, but this foundation really cut down on the time that I usually get shiny. So usually around lunchtime, I will start seeing some shine and I will powder, which is completely normal, happens to many of us who have combination skin. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see. You can tell that I am getting shiny and there's some oil peeking through, and I'm just gonna touch that with powder, but you don't see the foundation really breaking up, which is great because if I need a powder, that's totally fine, but I don't really want the foundation to start breaking up and coming apart. That's definitely something that you don't want. I have a smile line right here, which a lot of foundations settle into, and this one did, but I also have lines in between my eyebrows, which this foundation didn't settle into. So that's awesome. I did try taking some photos with this and it did show up beautifully on camera and in photography. So this would be a good option for that. Might be a good option for a special event when you want to stay matte for the longest time possible. And of course you could use a mattifying primer underneath this to even extend the life of this foundation. So I would definitely recommend it. The only drawback I would say is the color range. There's a fairly small color range and you might need to purchase 2 of the products to mix together to get the color that you like. That is gonna up the price a little bit, not make it as affordable, and this is a drugstore price point. I think I paid $11.99 for these from Target. So really good price. If you match one of the colors already, that's awesome. If you don't, you might have to mix a couple, which for me is still okay because the price of 2 really isn't that bad. You can see after 11 hours that I am only minimally shiny and the foundation isn't breaking up and it didn't cling to any areas of the face. So I think I still look pretty good. I probably just need a powder right here and I could go on for more hours still. So I really hope this review is helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you like me showing you the foundation, how it wears throughout the day. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.